Now that I've added a Kanban board to track the progress of my video tutorials, I might want to add another view to my app where I just see videos that I've already completed. To do this, I'm going to toggle on edit mode using my keyboard shortcut Command E. And then I'm going to hover over our existing videos page here because I want to clone it as a nested view. Firstly, I'm just going to rename this page to complete, update the URL path, and then I'm going to update the icon to something a little bit more appropriate, like a tick, for example. Perfect. So firstly, all I'm going to do is click onto our newly cloned page here, and then I'm going to change the display to cards. Right now, we're showing all records and not just those that I've completed. So I'm going to add a filter here, and I'm going to filter out records that have a status other than done. To do this, I'm going to add an additional filter. I'm going to filter on the status field, and I only want to show records where the status is equal to done. Now I can see that I have 3 empty groups here, as records aren't appearing that have the status backlog, to do, or in progress. If I go into my display options here, I can see that I'm still grouping records by the status field. And what I could do is decide not to show empty groups. But really, there probably is no need for me to group records by any field in this scenario, because I'm only filtering in records that have already been completed. One nice thing we can do when we choose the cards, columns, or Kanban board display options is if we have an image to bring it to the top of our fields here by simply dragging and dropping and reordering. And then I can choose to use as card hero image. And this makes it look a lot nicer and gives me a better idea of the content of this particular record. I'm also going to change the video link here to display as a link itself. So I'm going to choose to display as link. And the link text is fine to say open. And then I'm going to say that when clicked, this video link should open the video in a new tab. So if I toggle off edit mode here, when I click on the video link, I'm brought to the specific YouTube video. Going back to my app, there might be one more field that I want to add, and that is the Boolean to say whether or not I have shared this video on social media yet. And the final thing I might want to add to keep better track of my completed videos is some filter fields to enable me to search for particular videos by their name or by their category or by whether or not they've been shared yet. So this is the cards layout, and as you can see, it's quite nice and very visual. And the only difference between the cards layout and the columns layout is that with the columns layout, we have a horizontal scroll here, whereas with the cards layout, the records are listed vertically. But other than that, the two layouts are very similar.